I like that word atrophy because recently I was talking to somebody and I was likening modern humans in living in the systems, um, like a domesticated cat, very pampered dog, where all of their nature instincts have been, disconnected from them. Like if you put or any other animals that have been maybe bred and reared in captivity, maybe that their instincts to survive or to be connected in the wild and be in this relationship with its environment is gone. And I think humans, we also have our innate um, instincts and relationships that is in us, but because we're all born and raised into this sort of yeah, we atrophy,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So become domesticated,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
a lot, even people like me who are kind of like, okay, I recognize that this is not good and we need to, I'm having to kind of try to learn this and
Yeah.
unlearn
And learn. Yeah.
as
Uh-huh.
Ecoversies Alliance
Uh-huh.
lingo,
Uh-huh.
um, unlearn my conditioning
Uh,
and get back in touch with my instincts,
yeah. Yeah.
my my innate instinct to be able to connect and be in
Yeah.
relation with my environment.
Right. And it's there. It's just a matter of, like in Buddhism where they talk about the conditions. If
Yeah.
there's enough conditions present, and this is something fascinating I've seen since I've lived here at Pun Pun,
Hmm.
we're
Yeah.
a seed saving center. So ultimately we're working with seed,
Yeah.
and I've been able to bring some seeds over from America, the Americas,
Hmm.
and some of those seeds were extinct, right? Or borderline extinct as far as we can tell.
Hmm.
And yet, over years, working with like the conditions of how the corn was grown, um, an old time seed will just sprout. That we
Wow.
we didn't plant that seed, but there were enough
Yeah.
appropriate conditions that
Yeah.
the genetic memory, I suppose,
Yeah.
was present for sure. It's present
Yeah.
in there, and then the conditions allowed it to come through. So I surmise from learning from the
The
teacher
plants.
plants
Yeah.
that this is possible for humans too. That if there's enough conditions,
Yeah.
our dormant memories of how to live well
Right.
will spontaneously emerge, and when
Yeah.
the right conditions are present. And the
Hmm.
challenge is finding the conditions. There's not a lot
Right.
of good conditions right now, but that doesn't
Yeah.
mean they're not there. And
Yeah.
and we can bring them together.
Yeah.
It's hard work, but it's worthy
Yeah.
work that we can do.
Yeah, so I mean, in the last 8, 9 months that and even
Mm,
beyond that, I've been connecting more and more into this network and ecosystem of people who are
mm,
doing just these things.
mm,
They're
mm, mm.
trying to
Mm-hmm.
um, etch out a path to create those kinds of conditions
Yeah,
that would allow us to be our true nature,
yeah,
get back to our true nature.
yeah,
And, because I think, a lot of the ails on the outside is from the inside, right?
yeah.
And it's a reflection of our inner discontent, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
and what the modernity has
Yeah.
precipitated in us, because it's
Mm.
really, it thrives on our not doing so well,
Right.
right? Whether it's our health,
Mm.
the healthcare system, pharmaceuticals
Mm.
profit more when we are sick,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
you know, they
Yeah.
don't want to create conditions that we never need them anymore,
Right.
right?
Right.
So how else are they going to make
Uh-huh.
money? And
Yeah.
that goes for all industries, right? So, yeah, it's really kind of scary and sad to think how,
Uh,
the current systems of whether you call it capitalism, but I feel it's more than just
yeah.
capitalism. It's just way beyond
Yeah.
that.
It's
It's
beyond that.
just deep and
Uh-huh.
pervasive. And it's like cannibalizing.
Yeah.
That's what you
Yeah.
you use,
That,
like
that, that.
kind of
Waitiko.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's and in so many aspects of our lives, it
Uh,
thrives on us not doing so well.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
And one thing I'm trying to surrender to myself and is like, I think we can romanticize like how it used to be,
Mhm.
and it's like not getting stuck in that either.
Mhm.
It's like the essence of like, the agreements
Mhm.
that she speaks of in braiding sweetgrass, and
Mhm.
but not exactly how it was, because we don't live in the world that was. Just like the
Right.
plants cross pollinate, but then they become something totally new. They
Right.
have the memory of the code of how to do it,
Mhm.
but it looks totally different.
Oh, like that
And
Superfund site that she was talking about. That's completely like,
mm,
their pristine
mm,
water or lake or something that was
mm,
completely a
mm, mm, mm,
dumping
mm,
ground. Yeah,
mhm,
and she
mhm,
talked about how like,
mhm.
yeah, we can heal it, but it won't be the same as
Right.
before.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, I think this is a slippery slope for some
Yeah.
of us in this progressive movement. Like we
Right.
can't recapture,
No.
but we can learn from, and then you adapt
Right.
to what is now.
Right. Right.
And I don't think that for me, that doesn't mean making a green AI,
Yeah.
but it does mean not being so rigid
Right.
that you are just ignorant to the
Right.
reality of the situation.
Mhm.
We're in a different world now.
Mhm.
Um, what does this new world require from the vantage point of nature?
Right.
You know, and allowing a never before seen world to come into
Right.
view.
Right.